Um, Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. Today is the Price Variance Show, and we got a special show. Wow, excitement! Um, I just need one of those sideways hats. But okay, so we're going to talk about the cover price top 10 hottest books. No, we're not. We're talking about
Key collector.
key collect. Oh, and then we're going to do cover price on your channel.
No, we're going to do key collector trending 20. We're doing 10 on your channel, 10 on my channel.
So ignore everything that I'm saying. And we're gonna leave this in because that's the kind of people we are. We don't believe in editing. We don't believe in being right about anything. And we are going to be talking about the key collector top 20. And we're going to do the first 10 on my channel and the next 10 on Mark's channel. And he'll probably introduce it properly. So stay tuned for that. Go over there, see it properly introduced, and it'll be fun.
Yeah.
So let's get into
Okay.
it.
Right. So I got to share screen. And which screen do I want to share, Alan? Is it that one?
Hopefully nothing that you can share. Don't want to share.
Ah, there we go.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, this is very James Gunn. I can already feel the James Gunness
Yeah, you
already
can feel the
happening.
James Gunness. Right. So, in the top position, the top trending comic of the week, we have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, number one, which has been a 3,900% increase in copies. Do you know why?
I do so. That was one of James Gunn's announcements that there's going to be a Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow movie, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah, based on
Um,
Tom King stuff.
yeah, so this is one of those ones where there's a lot of hype. Is it still a dollar bin book, or is it now a $2 bin
Well,
book?
it Key Collector. I don't really trust the prices on Key Collector. So it says a high grade raw will cost you $10. I think it might cost you a bit more now.
Yeah. So sometimes what will happen is instantly people start like listing it for like 20, $30.
Yeah.
And I think what'll end up happening is everyone will be like, oh, I can take my dollar bin book, make 20 times my money. I know somebody else that has done that recently. Um, and they'll cash in on it for a little bit, and then then everyone else will flood the market with cheap copies, and then it'll just the prices will drop, and then people won't be talking about it like because this is like probably a year or two out. I
Oh,
think this is
at least a year or two out. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's you know, it's one of those. I don't buy it now. Is the big thing that I should be saying.
Yeah, don't buy it now. So we'll do our usual flip, collect, forget. So I think this is a forget for now. I think you're
Yeah,
right. In a year's
and,
time, we'll all have forgotten about it. It'll be in production somewhere, and it'll be you'll be able to pick it up for you know
yeah,
cheap.
yeah. I mean, if you have it, flip it. Obviously,
Yeah.
this is the
You've
best
already
price
got
you're
it.
gonna get for it.
Yeah. I mean, I might
Um,
even have this. This is the type of comic I've got stuck in my,
yeah.
my
When
dollar
did this
bin,
come
my
out?
dollar bin, my dollar bin long boxes that
Yeah. When did this come out?
um, I will tell you. June 2021. It's
Oh,
quite
I probably
new.
have this. I own this book.
There you go.
You know why? I know that I have it just because it's a girl on the cover,
Yeah.
and
You
it's a
get
girl
all
on the
girl
cover.
covers.
That's the only reason and it has crypto. So I
It
probably
is
have this
crypto,
book.
yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea where this book is in my collection, but at that time I was buying pretty much anything, girl on the cover kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So
So,
you
so I'm going to change my opinion on this book since I own it.
go
It
out
is
and buy
one
them.
that you should invest heavily in. You know, go big on it. Go big. It should be $1 million book. Definitely.
So what marks out of 10 for James Gunn then, Alan? So How did he sort of just take the whole thing? Don't dissect it. Just give him a mark out of 10 for his
Uh,
vision.
I would give him like a 7.
Okay. Yeah, I think yeah. So same with me. There's some good bits and some not good bits, and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one I have no opinion on. I like Tom King. Uh,
Uh-huh.
and if you remember when we said what would you do if you were James Gunn, I said he should use his writers like Tom King more. So I can't really complain on this one because
Yeah, so I mean, he basically must have watched
he
our
must have
video.
watched me saying that and decided to
Yeah,
follow my advice.
yeah, your advice was
If you
so
don't
powerful.
believe me, go back and watch it because I did say it. Right. Okay. Second hottest comic. Oh, we've gone too far.
Gone too far.
We're giving you previews here. Right. So it's Batman 655, the
Hmm.
first cameo appearance of Damian Wayne.
And I have multiple copies of this.
Do you?
Yeah,
You
it's one of
spec
those
on this
books.
one, did you?
No, well, I wanted to get Damian Wayne's first appearance. I
Right.
was like, and I kept on buying it thinking that I forgot that I didn't get it. So I have like multiple copies because I kept on forgetting that I bought it.
I don't think I've got this at all.
Oh, really? I have
I've got
like
it.
two
I
or three
don't know
copies.
I've got it. It's
Yeah.
and again, when does this date from? It's possible it's in one of these boxes. Yeah, this could potentially be in my pound boxes somewhere because it's
Yeah, I would pull it out if I were you and just, hype it up.
well, it's the next one as well. The next one along, it's the first full appearance of Damian Wayne.
So actually, this book, this 665, it actually did quite well for a while. It was actually a hot book. With the whole idea of, Damian Wayne and, son of Batman and all this kind of
And his
idea.
mum is Talia al Ghul, is that right? Yes.
Yeah, something weird like that. Yeah, yeah. And then so the thing is, he kind of hyped up. He's going to be the Robin and all this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And that was even before movie or series news. So this book was kind of hot. It tanked for like it was like $100 book, then it was a $10 book. It kind of went through those weird life cycles.
Okay.
So I have a feeling it can probably go back up to where its previous highs were, but I don't. I actually see this as a good book to hold. Actually,
So did he say that? Am I right? He's saying he's doing it under the Brave and the Bold title.
which is weird. I thought that was a little strange, but yeah.
Why? I mean, Damian Wayne was not in Brave and the Bold.
So
Um,
I think it's like a newer version of Brave and the Bold.
okay, and it's Batman and Robin, is it? With Robin being
Batman, yeah, and Damien, yeah,
okay.
Damien and Robin. So
And was it a film or a TV? It's going to be a film, isn't it?
it's going to be a film. So I mean, it could be good.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you
I
know,
mean, where does it fit in with the Batman 2 film? The second one.
I have a feeling it doesn't.
Okay.
I think a lot of this stuff, and this is what I was saying when I reviewed the James Gunn thing on my channel. I was saying that what we're seeing right now, probably for the next year, maybe even 2 years, is not James Gunn.
Yeah.
We're seeing like things that they were already working on, and you know, and then James Gunn after maybe a year or two, you'll start seeing his vision where he'll just say, we're starting from scratch. It's like, ignore all that other stuff. Now we're doing what I wanted to do.
Yeah, now we're resetting. It's a bit confusing, I have to say, but I don't suppose you can do it any other way
Yeah. I mean,
unless
it's
you were literally going to scrap everything, which would have been cost prohibitive and would have left a gap for about 18 months with no DC output. Hello?
she couldn't drop Aquaman, but they were just too expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I think what we're going to see is this is going to be James Gunn's vision. I'm a little bit nervous about James Gunn's vision, but
Yeah, well, let's carry on. This one I'm so on. It could work. It, you know, I'm happy to give it the benefit of the doubt. So with those
Mhm.
two are the same, right? Legends one. Ah,
So what?
okay. So we're moving on to here. Amanda Waller.
Oh, wait. What was the one above
Well,
Legends
it's
one?
Damian Wayne again. It's the first appearance. It's his first full appearance rather than his cameo appearance.
And what issue number is that?
The following ones, so it's 655 and 656.
656. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have both. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like
I
the.
just don't remember. I just don't remember that cover for
It's
some
not
reason.
very memorable, is it?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Okay,
Okay.
so then we've got
And Legends one is Amanda Waller.
that's Amanda Waller. That's the first appearance of Amanda Waller.
I was recommending this book to a whole bunch of people.
Well, you didn't recommend it to me, so I haven't got this.
Oh, really?
Uh, which
The
is
reason I was
odd because when you remember when the Suicide Squad came out, the film, the Suicide Squad, the James Gunn one came out.
yeah.
Um, I went and bought the first appearances of virtually everybody in that film, apart from Amanda Waller. So I've
Oops.
got the first appearance of Polka Dot Man. I've got the first appearance of Ratcatcher. I've got the first appearance of One Arm Boy, Arm Off, Fall Off Arm Boy. I've got the first appearance of Bloodsport. I've got the first appearance, the Weasel. I've got the first appearance of Booster Gold, which we'll come on to. Well, that he wasn't in the Suicide Squad. Anyway, the one I did not buy was this one.
Okay.
So I don't know why.
But this one, the Legends series actually has a whole bunch of key appearances in it. Where they brought back a lot of characters from the JLA.
Okay.
Or just sorry, JSA. Just they brought back characters from the Golden Age.
Okay. Yeah.
If you read the thing for it, Legends one.
Yeah.
It's not just Amanda.
It says first appearance of Amanda Waller, director of the Suicide Squad. First appearance of Brimstone. January 23, a spin-off of Peacemaker with Viola Davis as Amanda Waller is planned.
Okay. So yeah, so I think it's some of the other issues that are actually kind of key first appearances as well, like where they kind of
Yeah, because this is quite an old book from November 1986. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I like the actress. I like Amanda Waller as a character. I like characters who actually have no superpowers but are real badass.
Well, she's kind of like the Nick Fury of the DCU.
Yeah. Yeah. She's a bit more.
That's the way I've always seen her.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I have two copies of it or not. I think I do actually.
So yeah, so I'm okay with that. I like the whole Suicide Squad thing. I like this actress. So what's happening with the second series of Peacemaker? Is that continuing or is this?
Yeah. So anything that James Gunn is involved with is obviously going to get a little bit more love than it deserves. So Peacemaker is definitely on again.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, they're going to do a Amanda Waller series now with this, and it could be, and it's going to be it's going to have like the Peacemaker tie-in as well.
Yeah, so I'm hoping we get Bloodsport back at some stage with Idris Elba.
That would be cool.
And also the Weasel, who didn't die in the last film. If you remember, he sort of
he kind of shook it off
back to life, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, the character.
And also Ratcatcher 2, I quite liked her, so she's still around somewhere. So yeah.
I would have liked it if Polka Dot Man.
No, that was really because he's brilliant, David Dalmatian.
I actually really enjoyed that. He was my favorite character.
Yeah, he was my favorite character as well. So it's a real shame they killed him off. I thought that was a mistake.
Yeah. But okay, so this is a hold for me. I'm going to collect that book.
Oh yeah, that's a collect for me. I'll look out for that. Okay, next up, right. That's the reason I bought this. So I said I bought all the first appearances for the Suicide Blackguard was one of the characters that got killed in about the first 5 minutes of the film.
And he's in Booster Gold 1. That's right. His
And the
first
reason I bought this was not for Booster Gold. I bought it for Blackguard.
Blackguard. I saw that actually afterwards because I did the same thing as you did. I looked up all the first appearances and I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, I already got Booster Gold 1. So I'm like, okay, I'm good on that character. Let's get the rest.
Yeah, and this book has gone up significantly since then. Yeah, so it's saying here a high raw is 85. I mean, I think I paid about 10, 12 quid for it when I bought it.
I think this is one of those books that there's actually a variant, I believe, with the DC Universe.
It doesn't say there's a variant, and it usually does on Key Collector if there is a variant.
Yeah, I thought there was a DC Universe version of this. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, this is a book that I always liked. I always liked the idea of time travel. That's a big thing for me. I always thought that was cool. So yeah, so I would collect this book personally, and I'm kind of looked at of all the things that was announced, even though most regular people wouldn't be interested. The thing that was most interesting to me was Booster Gold.
Oh no, I think this could be really good fun, and I think it fits with James Gunn.
It's more James Gunn than the rest of it.
It's very James Gunny, isn't it? From the future comes back so he can be a superhero. I mean,
I think, and the funny thing is, Booster Gold, I believe, was announced or talked about even before James Gunn got there.
Yes, there were some odd occasional rumors, weren't there?
Yeah. So I think this is something where it's very in line with his vision.
Yeah.
So I think it could do well.
I mean, he does hang out with Blue Beetle as well, doesn't he? Booster Gold. And
they're already making a Blue Beetle movie, so the tie-in is there to do.
Yeah. So no, this was on the plus side for me. Yeah, so 7 out of 10, but I gave this one a sort of 9. I think this could definitely be a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, Creature Commandos #1.
And when's that from? Actually, I don't have this book, but
no, I don't have it either. It's from March 2000. It's the first appearance of Captain Lucius Hunter and Aten the Mummy and Bogman. It's the first Creature Commando solo series. And obviously it's taken off because we're going to get a Creature Commandos animated series. It's one of the things that James Gunn announced, which I thought was quite good. This looks to me like another version of Suicide Squad, though.
Except Suicide Squad or Guardians of the Galaxy kind of level.
Yeah. A group of misfits brought together. Yep. They just all happen to be classical monsters.
Yeah. I mean, full disclosure, I picked up their first appearance, but I didn't pick up this book. I don't have this book.
I mean, it says here this is a dollar bin comic according to this, but it won't be anymore.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it's in terms of spec, it'd be a great spec book because it is a dollar bin book. You could probably still find it in the dollar bins, and it's probably actually reasonably rare because 2000 era was sort of when the market boom had, the market bust was happening, I should say. Where things, the print runs were much, much smaller in that 2000 to 2010 era.
Yeah.
So this one, I don't know, might be actually not too bad.
This is a collect for me. I mean, what are you going to lose if you can pick this up for $5?
Yeah. Anytime it's like that kind of $5 price range, I mean, it's quite sure. Nice. Maybe it goes down to $2.
The cover's quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's reasonable. I mean, I'll probably, after we record this, I'll probably go look for it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm all right with that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Batman 657. Oh, this is another in the same sequence, isn't it? So 655, 656, 657. It's the first cover appearance of Damian Wayne.
Oh, I don't have this book, but
So
and
is it
is it?
Damian Wayne here dressed up as Robin?
I would imagine, yeah,
Okay. And it's Grant Morrison. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, Grant Morrison sort of
James
fits with
Gunn,
James Gunn, doesn't he? He's a bit
yeah,
wacky and out there as well, isn't he?
yeah. So I think that was the criticism that I heard about James Gunn's announcement. A lot of Grant Morrison kind of related titles and stuff.
Well, other than this, what else is from Grant Morrison?
I'm not sure,
The
but
Supergirls of the Tom King, Creature Commandos came from J.M. DeMatteis was the guy originally.
that was a long time ago
Yeah.
when that came out. I'm not sure. That was a criticism I heard though. So
Well,
I'm just going by.
maybe we'll find out. Where have we got to? I think we're on about number 8. So number 9.
So
Ah,
yeah, so anything that we said about Damian Wayne applies to that one. Really.
yeah. I mean, it's the same, isn't it? It's worth picking up.
Yeah, it's worth picking up. If you wanted to get the other ones, you might as well get the first cover appearance. I always think that you get the trifecta, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Cameo, first full, and first cover. You
yeah,
can get that.
yeah, yeah. Okay, here's another James Gunny one. This is The Authority. This
The
is
Authority number
this is
one.
Warren Ellis, not Grant Morrison, but they're similar type of writer.
Okay. So actually, though, there's some. I think it's. I forgot. I keep on forgetting the issue numbers, but I think it's like Wildstorm 38 or something like that.
Yeah, I think that appears later.
That's also related to the Authority. Like a lot of the characters, that make up the Authority appeared in other comics. This is, I believe, sort of like Avengers 1 kind of level.
Yeah, I need to go and search through my boxes because this is from 1999. This is the type of thing that could be in there.
Mhm.
You know.
I imagine it would have been still heavily printed.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so
99. I think the big print runs had stopped by 99 and they nearly all gone bust by then.
yeah, but it was sort of, well, I mean, there was still a little bit of that, number one kind of thing going on, and do you know what I mean, like that kind of 90s.
Yeah. I mean, I
Even
don't
though,
know any of these characters. Premiership science fiction series created by Warren Ellis and Brian Hitch. Well, I know Warren Ellis. First appearance of the second engineer, scientist who replaced her blood with liquid nanites. First appearance of Joren Thorndyke, the new doctor with reality or altering powers. Okay.
so yeah, I mean, the Authority is kind of an interesting one.
Is it almost like a Thunderbolts thing?
Um, I think Thunderbolts are more like bad good guys, right?
Yeah.
But the Authority, they're more like
Oh, is it like the boys?
yeah, more like the boys, I guess. But if the superheroes were the boys,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like where they have like a moral center and they're trying to do things well, but they're a little bit overzealous and they're almost bad in their goodness. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, it fits James Gunn again. Like all of these, like the problem with it, and I think this could be a negative about the whole thing announcement from James Gunn, is how many copies of Guardians of the Galaxy do we need?
Well, yeah, and he can't do them all, can he? He's got to rely on some other people to do some stuff.
Well, my point is like it might get old really really fast. Like Suicide Squad, Guardians of the Galaxy, kind of similar, but at least they're in different universes, so you can kind of forgive it a bit. But if you have like 3 or 4 things that are all in the same DCU, that are all like, oh, misfits that are a team, and they, it gets a little old quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I've got some reservations about this one.
Yeah.
Here we go. There we go. I think that's the 10th one. And there we go, Alan.
Yeah. This is the
I've
one I
got
just talked
this.
about.
You
Yeah.
have this, but I think you've just
Weird War Tales 93.
yes. So this is the first. So this is from 1980, and this is the first team appearance of Creature Commandos in Weird War Tales, which was one of the Bronze Age DC horror titles that I collect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I never collected war stuff. Was never really into it, tell you the truth.
It's a horror war thing though, so you know it's all sort of horror tales.
Hmm.
Cover, I quite like the cover
It's okay.
with a Frankenstein monster and a werewolf
Yeah.
and a vampire by the looks of it, and a zombie.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of weird. And those look like Nazis or something.
Yeah, and they're attacking Nazis. Yeah,
Yeah, it's good at all.
you know
Um,
the monsters are on the goodies side for some reason.
yeah, yeah. So the way I think, I bought this book, like,
Yeah, so it's definitely a collect for you then.
yeah, but I have a feeling I probably overpaid. I'm not sure. Like the problem is Bronze Age. This is Bronze Age, right?
Yeah,
Or is it Copper?
no, it's 80, so it's at the end of the
Sort
bronze.
of at that cusp.
Yeah,
So I mean, they were heavily printed at that time. I'm not sure about this title necessarily, but my only concern is like when I was mentioning this before, when the announcement came out, there was one copy that came on within a few hours after, and it was for $600. Okay, which is way overpriced. Nobody should pay that much for this book. But then now, if you go to eBay, you can look at it and you'll see like maybe about 20 copies or 10 to 20 copies.
yeah, yeah.
And they're all like for auction. And from what I can see, they're all going to go for over $100 each.
Wow.
Oh, like, yeah. And they sort of range in that 4.0 to 6.0 range.
Yeah, I mean, this is a hard book to get in a high grade. I mean,
Yeah.
this will have been sat in dollar bins for bloody years. So,
Yeah.
unless somebody's had it in their personal collection, it's going to be beat up.
Yeah, that's from what I could see, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I think it's kind of one of those ones that probably if you visit it 6 months from now, because the show won't be out by then, it's probably going to be like a $20 book.
Yeah, yeah. But I think it's worth picking. Oh yeah, I would wait. For me, this is a forget for the moment because it's gone. It's taken off.
Yeah.
So I would wait 6 months.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, somebody was telling me, I was just talking about this book yesterday, and somebody said that they got a 9.4 for like $60 or something like that.
Well,
Like,
that's a good deal.
yeah. And now that same book, as I said, gets listed for 300 to 400.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. You just hit lucky sometimes, don't you?
Okay, so that's the top 10. That's the first 10.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the next 10 on your channel.
Yeah.
Which actually, in my opinion, might be more interesting.
Well, there won't be 3 Batmans in a row.
Yeah. Okay, so for everyone watching, thanks for watching. Next, go over to Mark's channel, check it out. What are your opinions of this top 10 list? And are you specking on James Gunn? So yeah, thanks again for watching. Bye for now.